You got me exclusive. I'm so high up and lucid. You take me to a safe place. We steady on the same pace, yeah. I'm crazy, you like that. Don't back down, no you talk back.
Today is Monday the 13th, and per usual there is like a ton of stuff that I want to get done today, but the main plan is that I have to go to the post office like super bad because it was Veterans Day, so the post office was closed. I think it was closed Friday and Saturday. But I had a Whatnot show on Friday night, so it's really honestly kind of stressing me out that I haven't been able to ship that stuff yet because I really pride myself on shipping everything usually the next day if I can, which I usually do. So it's gonna be nice to get all those packages out of here and onward to their new homes. And I also actually have to go to UPS today because I sold that Penny Lane jacket that I showed you guys in my last thrift video, the really gorgeous one from Obo. That ended up selling a couple days ago, full price. So that's super awesome. But I use Pirate Ship to ship things. And basically Pirate Ship will tell you like what the cheapest shipping carrier is after you type all the information in. And this one happened to be cheaper to ship with UPS instead of USPS. But I also want to go back to Daiso because I have pretty much made it through all of the giveaway stuff that I got last time. I think I have like one sticker sheet and like one magnet set still left over. But yeah, all that stuff has been given away on Whatnot, so I gotta get more. But I'm also trying to like make some goodie bags for people to kind of buy from Whatnot now that it's like holiday time, because not everybody lives by a Daiso. I used to be really jealous of people who lived by a Daiso because there aren't any in Minneapolis. And I had only been to Daisos in Seattle and like Japan itself. And the one in Seattle wasn't shit compared to the ones in Japan. I feel like when I went to Seattle, first of all, that was like probably like 7 years ago now. That was like my first trip I had ever been on, actually. That was my first time on a plane, was when I went to Seattle. That was like 7 or 8 years ago now. But that was my first time in a Daiso, and I had such high hopes because I had seen people talk about how much Hello Kitty stuff they have and stuff. But when I went to that Daiso, it had none. Like, it had like the like normal stuff, like the Japanese, you know, normal things, but they had no Hello Kitty stuff like at all. And of course that's what I wanted the most. But when we went to Japan, it was like insane how much stuff they had. And honestly, even the ones here, like obviously the ones in Japan put the ones here to shame. Even all the ones I've been to here in Vegas, they definitely don't compare to the actual ones in Japan, but it's still better. Like, when you walk in, there's a lot of Hello Kitty stuff and Tokidoki stuff too, which I feel like you don't see a lot anywhere. So it's nice to get it so cheap because, yeah, like I feel like only like Hot Topic kind of sells like those little blind boxes and stuff. Like, it's hard to find like Tokidoki stuff in a real store, I feel like. So that is exciting. So I love grabbing that stuff for giveaways, but now that it's Christmas time, I feel like it would be really fun to make like little goodie bags that people can buy on Whatnot from like the buy it now, or they could bid on them. But I could make like little character goodie bags where it's like a Kuromi theme or like a Tokidoki theme, and I feel like that would be really fun. I asked people on Instagram what kind of stuff they'd be interested in seeing. And it sounded like people really want stickers and they want like stationery stuff, things for like making packages. And yeah, they always have like great like Ziploc bags and stuff at Daiso. I have a bunch still actually, but yeah, it's always good to have that kind of stuff. So we're definitely gonna go back there and I'm gonna try to curate some goodie bags that people can buy. And also I really want to go to Buffalo Exchange again today. I sold there the other day actually, like maybe it was like 5 days ago now or so. I don't know, time is an illusion. But I got $300 in trade and that was pretty awesome because I was down to like nothing. I had used up my giant stockpile because for a while I didn't sell because I was just like selling so much and whatnot. I was like, okay, let's wait before I take this stuff there. So that's usually what I do is like I'll obviously give people and whatnot a chance to buy it from me first, but then whatever doesn't sell, like honestly the Buffalo Exchange here prices things a lot better than the one in Minneapolis used to. Like I definitely get more here for what I bring. And people ask me sometimes like what kind of stuff they take, and honestly it's like fast fashion is what they really take. Like that's what they want the most. Oh my god, I can never open this thing. Ugh. This eyeliner is awesome, by the way. I bought this on a whim on Whatnot from somebody. Their username is Makeup in Wonderland, I think. But it's like the Beetlejuice X Revolution eyeliner. I just needed an eyeliner really bad, so I was like, let's just try this out. But this one actually slaps so hard. I like this like even better than the MAC one I use. But yeah, anyway, Buffalo Exchange likes fast fashion the most. So what I love bringing them is like Free People and like Anthropologie brands, even like, I mean, Urban Outfitters obviously, like that whole trio of brands like is always a win. But Zara, even like any band tee, honestly, like any modern band tee, whether it's from Target, actually Target too, like sometimes I'll bring them Target that I find that's new at tags, and they usually buy that from me too. And it seems like, oh, and Harley Davidson too, like no matter how modern it is, even if it's like ugly, they will buy it from me. I mean, very few of them are ugly, but I mean, ugly is subjective. I've definitely seen an ugly one or two. And I pick them up because Harley is such a, you know, popular brand right now. And it seems like the ones that are popular right now are like pretty modern and like early 2000s brand ones. But yeah, they love that shit. And it seems like they price it at like, sometimes like they'll price a Harley shirt at like $18 or like $17. So I mean, I still get like $8 from that in trade. I always take trade because they give you 50% in trade if you take trade. And I shop there constantly, so obviously I always take trade. If you shop there constantly, you should always take trade because all they give you in cash is like 25 or 30%. And that's pretty sad. Because like that's nothing really. So unless you're in a pinch, like you need to pay rent or something, I feel like you should never take the cash, especially if you're a reseller. Like obviously if you're not a reseller, maybe you should take the cash, but I still don't recommend it because if you like to shop there, you can literally just find something way cooler than what you just sold them and just like feel like it's free because it is a trade, literally. When I sell there, like that's how I get a lot of my really cool goth clothes that I sell on Depop actually. Like I have a tube top that's listed right now that's like super dope, and I got that at Buffalo Exchange for like $15 in trade, and I have it priced at like $48, and it's in like 5+ people's bags right now. It's gonna sell like any day. But also you saw probably in my last vlog that I got like a bunch of Trip from them. That's pretty normal for me, like finding Trip clothes there, and like Morbid Threads, or like, god, last time I really regret, there was this Living Dead Dolls hoodie. It was like a skeleton hoodie, but it had like a bunch of holes and like problems. I was gonna need work, so I didn't grab it because I didn't really have trade that day, but now I kind of wish I had because it did sell. But yeah, we're going back. We're gonna see what they have. I'm excited to hopefully find some really good stuff to put. I have a couple like themed shows coming up on Whatnot that I'm really excited about. I'm gonna have a Cyber Monday show that's gonna be really epic, and it's only gonna be an hour long, so I really want it to be like fast paced. I want there to be a lot of options for people to pick from, and I want everything to start at like no more than $10. Because I feel like $10 is like a good place to like, you know, like it's not super expensive to most people, but it's also like cheap enough that like even if it sold for $10 and nobody else bid on it, I'd still be like, oh, at least like, you know, it's not selling for $1 or some shit. So I feel like that's always good. But also right now, actually, my friend Rachel from Minneapolis hit me up and she asked me if I would style her. And I haven't done style bundles in like years now. I used to do them on Depop, but it was like against the rules to do them. So at one point they actually took down my like mystery bundle post, and then I kind of stopped doing them because I was scared. Like Depop was my main gig at the time, and I mean it's still like a critical piece of what I do, but Whatnot is the biggest piece of what I do right now. But still, like, it was a little alarming to know that I just couldn't do them anymore. So I stopped, but also I stopped because they're really time consuming and I was trying to put them out within a week's time, which is actually crazy. And I don't know how I even achieved that, honestly. But I would like ship people's bundles to them like a week after they bought them. And I feel like everybody liked them. Like I definitely didn't get any complaints or anything, but it's just not something that I really plan on doing again anytime soon, at least. But I mean, I definitely agreed to do one for Rachel because first of all, she is my friend and not just a rando person. But second of all, she has a very specific style, which is kind of like bondage goth, I would say. And honestly, like, I do find that type of stuff at like Buffalo Exchange and stuff. And especially now that I have trade, I feel like this will be like fairly easy, and she has no time frame she wants it by. It's pretty open. So I'm excited to work on that. We will see if there's anything there today that works for that, but I still have to message her again and ask her what like shoe size she wears, because the bundle I'm doing for her, basically it's gonna be 2 tops, 1 bottom, and 3 accessories, and one of the accessories is gonna be shoes. So I'm doing that for her for $120. So it should be a really good deal because, I mean, shoes alone, you know, like you could buy 1 pair of shoes from like Dolls Kill and it'll be like $150. So it should be a really good deal, and I should be able to find some really cool shoes for her there. I found some great shoes for Halloween there when we were going out. I was desperate and they came through and they worked great. So that's always good. But yeah, basically, I can't believe it's November already. Like that is what blows my mind. Because that means that we have been living here like 3.5 months already, which is like a quarter of the year. And that just blows my mind because it's just like flown by so fast. And obviously, like, I have been fully self-employed since June now, and I feel like time goes by even faster now. Like, it's actually insane how time flies by when you're just fully self-employed. Like, when you're not at all clocking into any sort of job, even a part-time one. Because I mean, towards the end, like, I was barely working at the co-op. Like, when I started there, you know, like, I was like 19. I was 19 freaking years old when I started working there. So obviously when I started there, I was full-on, full-time, 5 days a week. But then as I started getting more into reselling, I would try to like just kind of do 1 day less a week each year, sort of. And that kind of all started like after I worked at Buffalo Exchange for a little bit. I was working at the co-op and I was working at Buffalo Exchange at the same time. And it was really important for me to still have like designated off days. So I would like go to the co-op for like 8 hours, and then I would go to Buffalo Exchange with just an hour break in between, and then I would go there for like 5 hours. And it was so freaking exhausting because my shift at the co-op, I would have to clock in at 6 in the morning at that time. And then I wouldn't get home from Buffalo Exchange until sometimes it was like 11 o'clock. Like, they wouldn't let us leave until everything was out of the tagging bucket and like on the floor. It was insane actually. Because I was the only person that worked there that had 2 jobs at the time. So everybody else, they were kind of just like full of energy still. And I would be just like absolutely dying sometimes. Like I'd be like just slumping around. Like, can I please go home so I can go to bed so I can get 5 hours of sleep and go back to the co-op. And I got sick a lot when I was doing that because I think I was running my body into the ground because I was working like 13 or 14-hour days. But basically where I'm going with this is when I worked at Buffalo Exchange, that's how I started to learn about clothes. And I really, before then, knew very little. And I'm really glad that I got that experience just as a little head start into learning about brands, learning about textures and fabrics. Cause like, that's literally where I learned like, oh, silk and wool are like worth more money, you know, than like polyester and shit. Like I really knew like pretty much nothing. And my scope of fashion was really small because I grew up in the middle of nowhere. So, I mean, I was just doing the best with what I had. But yeah, I mean, I grew up in a town of 2,000 people. So like there really was no like, and the internet was still like, you know, barely what it is now when I was in high school. Like, you know, there just wasn't fashion the way it even is now. So, I mean, I didn't have a lot to go off of. Now there's so many resources online, but also, yeah, it's just crazy how different the world is in general right now. But yeah, that taught me a lot about clothes, and that really helped me to realize that I could maybe just start doing that for extra money, like selling, because at a certain point I was getting so sick of Buffalo Exchange that I knew I needed to quit. And I was like, well, now I'm used to making this extra money. And it wasn't even a lot of money, honestly. Like, and I would spend a lot of what I made just right back at Buffalo Exchange because you get first dibs on the clothes when you work there, which is awesome, but you don't make a lot of money when you work there. So, but when I knew I needed to quit, I was like, well, how the fuck am I gonna like make up for this lost money? And that's when I started taking Depop more seriously. And then it kind of blossomed into what it is now. So basically, while I was working at the co-op, I would just, each year, I would kind of just like put more and more work into taking Depop further. And then it got to the point where, yeah, I was like working only 4 days a week. And then at one point, I was able to just work 3 days a week. And then eventually towards the end, I was only there 2 days a week. And sometimes I didn't even do that. I would call my coworker Julie, because she was like a sub, and she was like one of those people who like, they'll pick up extra shifts. I know not all jobs have those, but mine did. It was like there was certain people you could call if you wanted your shift covered. And so I would call her a lot and get my second shift covered. And I would only be there sometimes 1 day a week. So I mean, I transitioned into doing this full-time very gradually, and I worked really, really hard to get to the point where I'm at right now, for sure. But I am just surprised that like, I don't know, it just seems like I'm just as busy as I was now as when I was still doing that. I thought that that would free up some time for me. And I mean, it has. It's just like, it's still just like the disconnect between like work and play is like not really there sometimes. Like I'm just like constantly doing stuff, whether it's like YouTube or sourcing or like packing stuff, listing stuff, measuring stuff, doing laundry, washing stuff, fixing stuff. There's always something to do. Not to mention the content creation aspect of like promoting on like Instagram and stuff. Just like trying to get out there as much as possible. It's like you, even though you're on your phone, you kind of switch between like having fun on your phone to like, but I am working on my phone at the same time. So it's tough because it makes time go by really, really fast. It's kind of alarming. But unless I'm out dancing or something, I mean, that's what I consider like, this is like relaxation. Or at the end of the night when I'm finally ready to just chill out and like have a gummy and watch Fuckboy Island or something. That shit's my favorite. I'm so glad that they keep making seasons of that show, because at first, when I watched the first season, I was like, how are they gonna keep this interesting? because now the next time they're gonna know like what the deal is at the end. But I'm really impressed by how they continue to like make it really unexpected, like what's gonna happen each season. But you know, it's kind of a bummer. I don't really like any of the girls this season, and I don't really like any of the guys either. Like in the first season, I was obsessed with CJ. Not obsessed, but like I was rooting for her, you know? Like I was like, she is so cool, and like I love her personality, and I just hope she like comes out on top in this. This season, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really care what happens to all of y'all. It's still really fun to watch though, but yeah, I don't know. You know what we really need though, you guys, now that it's November? We need a Christmas tree. I have never bought a Christmas tree that was like expensive before. Like the ones that I have had in the past, they costed like $20 max. I love this fucking lip scrub from Lush. I mean, I always like the lip scrubs from Lush, but this cookie dough one, you guys, yum. Like I just be like going to town on this thing. Ah! Well, there it goes. But yeah, I've tried a bunch of their lip scrub flavors and this one's the best, I think. It kind of tastes like the popcorn one a little, honestly, because it's like a little salty. It's kind of weird, but I love it. But anyway, I used to have like 3 Christmas trees, and I had like a white one that looked like shit, and it was like super scraggly. But that was my biggest one. That one I paid like $15 for it. And then I had this really skinny one that was like rose gold, and that one was also like 20 bucks. And I had that black one that was like shorter. That one was on sale. Oh fuck. Holy shit, that was close. That one was on sale for like $30. And that one was like the thickest one, but it was short. So they were all super freaking different. And I used to think that like when I moved here and I had to buy a new tree, I was gonna get a pink one, because I've always wanted a pink tree. But now that I'm here and I know there's not gonna be snow at all, probably. Like if there is snow, it's gonna happen and it's not gonna like amount to anything, you know? Like I know it has snowed here before, but it's not like it's gonna be a white Christmas, you know? And I love Christmas. It's my favorite. Like the decor and the music in the malls and the Christmas shopping. I don't want to have to drive in snow ever. So I'm really grateful that I don't have to worry about that, because that's honestly why I hate winter so much. It was a lot less stressful in Minneapolis when like my first apartment when I moved there had a parking lot, and so when it was like a snow emergency where you have to like clear your car from the street, like I never had to worry about it at that time. It's still really scary to drive in snow, honestly though. Like people die all the time in like snowstorms and shit, so it's really scary. But at least I had that peace of mind. Oh my god, I keep making a mess, y'all. At least I had that peace of mind in my first apartment where I was like, oh, my car's not gonna get towed. And one thing about me is I am not gonna let my car get towed. Like when I used to tell people all the time in Minneapolis, I'd be like, oh my god, these snow emergencies make me so mentally ill. And people would be like, why? Have you gotten towed a bunch of times? And I'm like, no. That's like the whole point, is that I will not get towed. So I will do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen. Which sometimes means waking up at strange hours of the day or night to literally go out to your car and move it, or even like way in advance. Like I had this shit down to a science, but it was stressful. And sometimes it'd be so cold that your car won't even start. So then you're like, great, I need to start my car. I can't, and if I don't, I'm gonna get towed. So it's just really freaking annoying. And sometimes it would snow so much that you would have to shovel your own parking spot like a psychopath. Because you just had to move your car to the other side of the street. Like, how stupid is that? And sometimes they wouldn't even plow the other side. They would say they're going to, and then they won't. Now you're just parking your car on this, like, giant ice cap that's gonna freeze. And now your car is gonna get stuck. Oh my god, you guys. It was just a shit show. So I'm really glad that I have a parking lot again, even though it doesn't snow here, because my last apartment did not. And that was the one thing when I got that apartment that I was bummed about, because that was the one thing on my list that I didn't get. I really wanted a dog-friendly place to live, so I could get a dog, and I did, and I really wanted to have a balcony, which we had. So that was great, and I was willing to go without having a parking lot, but it really did make my life kind of anxiety ridden because yeah, also people just like walk around in Minneapolis and like break your windows and shit sometimes. Like that has happened many a time, I feel, to a lot of people. I never keep anything in my car of any value, so that never happened to me, but like that was definitely a thing that would happen to a lot of people I know. Or just straight up like your car will get stolen. And I literally could count like on my fingers probably one person per finger that's happened to that I know personally. One person that I know, they even had their car stolen twice. How sad is that? That should not even be like a possible thing. That's just ridiculous. And in like a year span too, you guys. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting so off track to what I was talking about, which is that there's no snow here. So now instead of getting a pink tree, I think I actually want one of those like snow-tipped trees that are like green with like the frosted tips, because I feel like now that would be my little touch of like getting some snow here, you know? So I think I'm gonna look at those on like Amazon and try to get one that's like not like super expensive, but I'd be willing to pay, you know, like 80, and then we'd hopefully just have it forever. And then I have to figure out where we're gonna put it when it's not Christmas, because that's a whole nother thing. We don't have a basement here like we did at the old place. So I'm like, where am I supposed to like even put Christmas stuff? Oh my god. Probably like under our bed. Because that's one good thing about us buying this bed that has a frame thing, is now we can store stuff under there. Thank God. Any space counts at this point. So hopefully that works out and doesn't drive me crazy. But yeah, I already started Christmas shopping for Anna actually. But Anna's like so easy to buy for. Like no matter what she's into, which changes, but like she's always been so easy to buy for because she just likes cute shit and she's not super particular about like if things are useful or not. Because I mean, even I'd prefer things to be useful, but I still like dumb cute shit. But if we can get two birds with one stone and have it be really cute and useful, I'm all in. That's why I like Hello Kitty kitchen stuff so much. Like my toaster, or like the Hello Kitty teapot. Or I mean the Paris Hilton teapot. Because that stuff is useful too. God, I need a new eyeliner. Both of these are like, they're just like erasing themselves now. You know, I should not be taking that off with my teeth, but what am I supposed to do? I did my nails last night, and now you guys can see why I leave one short, because how else am I supposed to moisturize my little face? It's just a lot harder when they're all long. Not to mention how hard texting is. It's still hard because if your thumbs are really long, you're kind of screwed. So all day I'll be typing on whatnot and shit and just sending the most deranged messages, because when my nails are fresh, it's just hard. But since I do them myself, it's my rules. And I honestly think they look totally fine with one short, as long as I paint it. Which the annoying thing about that is the paint that ships off the fastest. But we make do. So yeah, I'm gonna try to just like slam through the rest of this makeup quick. And then we will probably make some lunch and get on the road and start doing some stuff. to officially begin the day. As I was doing my makeup and stuff, I actually just sold something, so I'm looking for it right now in my inventory closet. I also have an item from last night that sold that I have to ship. It's like a camo like skull messenger bag. So we're gonna pack those up. And the item that I just sold was actually a personal of mine at one point. Here it is. It's this Insane Clown Posse shirt, which is super freaking cute. So somebody just bought this from me like 20 minutes ago, and they actually also bought from me last week. They bought my Godsmack thermal that I had listed, which was incredible. But yeah, this one I actually used to wear, and when we moved here, this is one of the items that I actually shipped to myself because I liked it so much. I didn't want to get rid of it for nothing. So this one just sold for $45. So that is good. I'm glad I kept it and didn't try to just like get the rid of it for like 10 bucks or something. So yeah, let's go pack these up and then get out of here. All right, so this is my like little workstation over here. And this is the item that sold last night. It's this little camo messenger bag, and it has this cute little skull in the middle. It's kind of like distressed, but I feel like it looks cool that way. And it's obviously in like fully working condition. So I took pictures of like the straps and everything, but this might need a larger poly mailer than my cheetah print ones. I might have to use probably one of these. This looks like this would be a good size for this one, but for this t-shirt I get to use my favorite type of poly mailer, which is these cheetah ones that I freaking love. And I didn't even like plan this out when I bought these, but they like perfectly match my thank you cards that I made. So sometimes things look so freaking cute together. Like even this, like, is this not a vibe right here? Like that shit makes me so happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a thank you card for each of these. And I have some like freebie stickers that I usually put in like Depop orders. I have like, this is all just goodie bags that are empty that I can like fill with things. Like here's some from Daiso, and these are other ones that I've just gotten from the bins. But I have this bag of stickers right here. And usually, especially in my Depop orders, I'll include like a couple of these. I have some Tokidoki ones. And then I actually got these homey ones because I thought they were so cute. And this is like such an iconic early 2000s like thing. So I thought those would be cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her a couple of these, and this person as well. Some of these are like so weird, like they're not even homies, but like the ones that are so cute. This is a fun little pile. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna give her those two, and I'm gonna give her these two. Those ones are pretty cool. I'd be happy if I got them. So next, I'm gonna lint roll this black shirt just to make sure it's all good, because we do be having pets around here, obviously. It's a mammal abode, and I'm pretty like neurotic about lint rolling stuff. Like I really try not to ship anything that has even like one hair on it, but you know, some materials are just way worse than others too. Like something like this, it's pretty easy to get it like spotless, honestly, but some things, it really do be taking you like a million years to get it looking good. But yeah, this Insane Clown Posse shirt is from 2008, and they paid about $45 for it. And this person, I believe, also paid about $45 for this messenger bag. And the stuff that sold last night, I know I told you guys that Penny Lane sold, so I'll put that up on the screen if you guys didn't see that in my last thrift vlog. That ended up selling full price. So it sold for $149 plus shipping. And that's the one that I'm taking to UPS. So I think we're gonna go to the normal post office first, and then we'll go to UPS, because I think that's kind of like closer to the direction we need to go to Daiso. And the other things that sold last night. So do you guys ever have things where like you like it so much that you kind of don't even want to list it like after you buy it? Because that happened to me with this Tokidoki hoodie. I got this probably like a couple weeks ago now, and I didn't even take pictures of it until about a week ago. And then it was basically ready to list, but I just knew in my heart that thing was gonna sell fast no matter what I priced it at. I didn't want to price it like some completely unreasonable price because I did want to sell it. But sometimes I price things based on also just how much I like them, you know? Like I did want to sell it, but also at the same time, it looks so good on my page, you know what I mean? So I just wasn't in a hurry to sell it. And the same night that I listed it now, I had it listed at like $89 and somebody made me an offer that same night for $85, which is a good offer, honestly. That's like a really sweet, thoughtful offer. But I didn't accept it or counter it or decline it. I just kind of let it sit because I was like, damn, I really just don't want this to sell right away, damn. So I waited till the next day and I was thinking like, okay, if nobody buys it by the end of the day, I'll accept their offer. But they ended up buying it full price, the person who made the offer. And so they paid like $89 plus shipping on that one. And now it's going to its new home. But I think you guys can agree, like it's really freaking cute. So yeah, it was hard for me to wanna even let go of that one. But you gotta do it because I wasn't planning on wearing it, but some things are just really fun to look at. So that one sold. And then surprisingly enough, actually, every time I list underwear on Depop, you guys, I swear to God, that shit sells so fast for me. And usually it's not even new with tags. Like, it's like obviously really good condition or new without tags, but I would expect a lot more people to be weirded out by that than they are. And obviously, like, I'll show you guys examples of like the kind of underwear that I have sold on Depop, and I think you'll agree that they're all really cute. But when I tell you guys, usually when I list underwear, it doesn't even last sometimes more than an hour and then it sells. I sold these Victoria's Secret ones yesterday or the day before, and these were new with tags actually. But I priced them at $15 and $5 shipping, and somebody bought them after an hour, and now those are over there to be shipped as well. But yeah, like kind of insane, you guys. I don't know why that is. People especially love morbid threads underwear, apparently, which I can see why, because they are really cute, and I'm sure they're really, really rare now, because obviously people usually do just throw underwear away. I'm gonna hit this thing with this because it smells really good, and obviously like this isn't really something that you wash, so just for like a nice little added touch. But yeah, like I'm always surprised when I sell underwear for as much as I do when they aren't, like they don't even have tags sometimes. Very strange, but I'm not complaining. And then the other thing that I sold on Depop is this little short sleeve blazer. So that one, I'm pretty sure they paid like $28 plus shipping. And these are just like sort of trendy right now, I would say. Like this one especially just had like cute details that I feel like were pretty desirable. So that one sat a little bit, but you know, yeah, I probably had it listed for like a month. So yeah, pretty good. I think that's it for Depop sales. The rest of the stuff I have over there is from a Whatnot show I did, and I think that's about $350 worth of stuff from Whatnot. So the rest is Depop this time. Actually, it's kind of crazy, you know, like one item from Depop was $150, but I sold probably like 30 things on Whatnot, and that's like selling 2 of the jacket. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy. That's why I put that kind of stuff on Depop though. The more expensive stuff that I kind of want to showcase or like hang on to longer. All right, this thing weighs 9 ounces. This one, like 1 pound, 2 ounces. Just enough to be annoying, but I kind of figured that would be the case. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn on our little Rolo and get some labels for these babies, and then we can finally get the hell out of here. Yay. All packages have been dropped off. Let's up. Now we can do some shopping. right, y'all, we are back in the car with my giant bag of shit. I bought 71 items.
God damn.
And I spent $170. So things kind of even out to like what, like $250 or something each.
Something.
Yeah, like, I mean, some stuff was more expensive than others, obviously, but yeah, I think I got a good range of stuff. I'm just gonna try to show some of the things I got, but I don't think I could do the whole thing, honestly. I got a few of these like pill holder things. I thought this would be either great for a giveaway or to sell. I definitely picked up some of these Tokidoki enamel pins because they're Christmas themed and because a lot of the events that I'm selling this stuff in are Christmas themed. So this is my favorite one, I think, the little Christmas tree unicorno. And I also obviously got these for myself. These are so freaking cute. I got one to give away or sell as well. I got this little set of Bianco cat stuff. I got some like stickers, magnets, and sticky notes to kind of do like a little gift bag situation as far as that goes. I also got some Real Akuma themed stuff to make like a little gift bag out of, do a little Real Akuma theme. I ended up getting this little cutie, and I got tons more stickers. I got some more of like the little cat magnets, and then I got a bunch of little goodie bags that people who are also resellers mentioned that they wanted. I think kind of like stuff for packing. So I got a lot of Kuromi ones. I feel like Kuromi is pretty popular. I got a couple of Batsumaru, Cinnamoroll, Hello Kitty. I also got some Bambi ones because I thought these were really cute, and I do have some customers who are really into Disney stuff. Oh my god, and they put these out way too late, you guys, the Halloween ones.
Oh my god.
But look how freaking cute this one is. She's like a demented unicorn nurse. Like, what?
Yeah, that one's really cool.
I know. Like, damn, that shit I should just keep for like 30 years.
I like the vampire one too. I know, I thought about grabbing some, so I'm like, these will probably be worth something eventually.
No, literally. It's kind of insane. But yeah, I also got some like Alice in Wonderland little like cards.
The horn is a syringe.
I
That's
know.
insane.
Isn't that crazy? Damn, maybe I should have bought more of those. And then I got like this My Melody hair clip. I got, some people mentioned they wanted like kitchen stuff. So I got Hello Kitty like cupcake tins, muffin tins, or whatever. I'm also gonna make, I thought this would be a really cute idea. Hopefully people think it's cute, but I'm gonna make like little pet gift bags. This is like a pet hat. And then there's like this little teddy bear toy. And I got like a little shark and another little one. So I think that'd be a fun little thing. Oh yeah, here's the other one. It's like a little pet dental toy. And ooh, and here's my coffee drink that I'm gonna try. They didn't have the one that I got last time, so we're gonna try this one. Will you hold that for me?
I got this one. This is like all I got. I got this in a ramen.
I also got some of these because I thought they were really cute and they were so cheap. These little like hair extensions that are like braided. Like, I'm totally keeping one of these because it's so cute. And I got some giant sticker sheets like this one. These are like little treats and stuff. And I also got, I know people wanted snacks too, so I got this big pack of these to kind of make little goodie bags out of. I got a bunch of different flavors of Pocky. I got cookies and cream, Pretz. I got sweet corn and pizza, and I got like a bunch of different flavors. I got these little Hello Kitty strainer things. I'm also gonna make like a little like bath gift set out of like this little washcloth and this little loofah creature. So, oh yeah, and this is like one of the pet toys too for like the little pet goodie bags. It's a little cloud. But yeah. Oh my god, here's the shark. I gotta show off the shark because I love him so much. He was more expensive than I thought he was. This one tricked me. I thought this was going to be $1.75, but they were $4.25.
What?
Is this the price? Because, see, I didn't even realize that's supposed to be the price. But yeah, see? Sometimes I get tricked in there.
Sometimes they trick you.
But yeah, I got a couple pens for people. And then I got like a ramen for myself. Ooh, I also got these for like a reseller bundle to go with like the goodie bags, I think, or something like that. I got these little lint remover thingies. I got 2 of them. Yeah, they were only $1.75. And people always ask me like where I got mine when they see me using it, and my sister got me mine. I don't know how well these will work being they're so cheap, but I feel like Daiso isn't known to be like crap, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a dollar store here where it's like, yeah, it actually might be shit. I feel like Daiso is known to be decent, you know? So hopefully they work good, because once I sell them, it's out of my control. But I mean, also if it does break, like I literally had one of mine break and my sister already bought me a second one. So they just do break. break eventually sometimes anyway. I also got these caramels. I thought these looked really cute. But yeah, that's like actually kind of the majority of what I got. Trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, I got some more like stickers that are like just fun and 3D kind of. But yeah, I spent way more money than I thought I was going to. That's usually not what happens when I go in there. So I mean, I guess this time basically I was trying to learn from my past mistakes and just get more, and hopefully I just make like at least half of that back on Whatnot tonight. If I even make $100 on Whatnot tonight, I'll be happy.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Well, it's not a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much tonight, I'm just selling like band tees and a couple like really cool Y2K things. I'm not expecting to make a lot off of it. So I mean, if I just make like, yeah, hundreds or so, I'll be happy. And I'll make a giveaway out of some of this stuff to encourage people to buy as well. But yeah, now it's already starting to get kind of dark, so we got to get going. I'm just gonna like really quickly run through TJ Maxx. And is Ross over here too, or is not?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ross is down that way, kind of past that ice cream shop.
What time is it?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this too.
I'll try mine.
Yeah.
Let's see who's this
Maybe
better.
I should have shaken this. It's too late now.
Oh yeah, I think mine does say shake.
Whoa. Well, I mean, mine is pretty sweet, but I'm glad it's not like gross.
Yeah, mine is mocha and it definitely tastes chocolatey.
I'll try mine. Ooh, that is thick. That is rich.
Mine's like a chocolate shake.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
mine's
good,
pretty
though.
vanilla-y, but again, it's not bad. I feel like I do a pretty good job picking these out.
I'd rather have it taste like this than like black coffee, honestly.
Same. I got a different one too that originally I thought it was going to be Coca-Cola, but when I read the ingredients, it actually does say milk and coffee are like the first ingredients. So we'll try that one eventually too. But yeah, let's get going into the next store before it's like completely black out here. Like, I hate daylight savings time, y'all.
Let's go!
Y'all, well, as you can fucking see, it's way too dark to show you what I got in TJ Maxx, but it's already past 5 now, so that makes sense for why it's dark out, because it gets dark at 5 now. But I decided not to go into Ross because I'm trying to do my Whatnot show at 8 o'clock, and if I have to move it to later, that'd be fine. But if it's 8 o'clock where I am, that means it's already like 10 Central Time and like midnight on the East Coast. So I try not to do shows that late, but if I have to, it is what it is. But basically we skipped Ross, and I'll show you guys what I got at TJ Maxx when we get home. I got a couple things to sell. I got one thing to give away for this raid train I'm gonna be in January, and it's the perfect thing, and I'm so excited. And I also got a couple freaking candles for myself because it was my favorite one, and they had 3, so I had to get all of them. But yeah, we're on our way to Buffalo Exchange, so hopefully there's some cute stuff in there too. And now I get to use my trade and not spend any more fucking money, which is great because I spent way too much money today. I went way over what I wanted to spend, but I will be making money back. So I mean, it just hurts right now, but I do think it's gonna be worth it, so should be good. But yeah, we can't film in Buffalo either, so unfortunately I'm just gonna have to show you guys what we get when we get back home at this point. But yeah, here's hoping. All right, y'all, it is like super late all of a sudden now. It's like 7:30 and I'm supposed to start my Whatnot show at 8. I thought about moving it back, but I really don't want to, so we're gonna try to rush home, get everything in position, yellow light, and then start my damn show. But Buffalo Exchange was kind of a success, and they're doing this deal right now where if you spend like over $50 after 5 o'clock, you get $10 off. Not a lot, but it's great because I spent like, even after that, my total came to like $97, but I know I got some stuff that I'm gonna make some good money off of. And some of it is like vintage goth stuff, and some of it is like newer Dolls Kill brands, but it's all really desirable stuff. I also got like a Victoria's Secret new with tags top. I'm really trying to get some new with tags stuff right now for my Cyber Monday show that I'm gonna have in like 2 weeks, maybe even less than 2 weeks. I don't know, time is crazy. But yeah, I'm really excited. Oh my god. What is this person doing? Thank you for leaving the road. Anyway, we're almost home, so I'm excited to show you guys what I got, but unfortunately I have to have this Whatnot show first, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, y'all. getting ready for the show, and I threw on this Y2K Charlotte Russe top because it's my favorite item in the show tonight, because look at these sleeves. These sleeves are insane. And I feel like stuff like this is better like tried on around a mannequin anyway. So Michi, that is Sad Eyes' food. Oh my god, you guys, actually look at how cute this dish is that I found for Sad Eyes. I found this at Savers. Isn't it freaking adorable? That's like the only thing I left with that day. I left with one other thing. But anyway, we have like no time, so I'm literally gonna eat this beef stick and this cheese stick and try to figure out what I'm doing with my hair. Drink some kombucha, hopefully take the dog out, and then I'm gonna start my show. So yeah, please pray. All right, y'all, we just finished our Whatnot show. It started at 8 o'clock and now it's 10:30. And I'm sorry, Michi, just 1 second. We sold 26 things. I had 2 giveaways. I gave away one of these little pill cases, like right at the beginning of the show. And then I also gave away at the end of the show, this was a buyer's appreciation one. I gave away these Kuromi sticker, I always say sticker, sticky pads. Stickers, and then this little Chihuahua stuffed animal. So that was fun. And then, so I have 13 shipments. So between those 26 items, 13 of them are individual different people. And I had 3 first-time buyers, and I made $290, and I got $30 in tips. So my expected earnings is $274. So that means I pretty much made back what I spent today, which is all I really wanted, because I spent at Daiso, like I said, like $170. And then at TJ Maxx, I spent like $76, I think. So goal completed for the day. This is the sold pile right here, including giveaways and stuff kind of combined. Some people did ask for stuff from my Depop, so I did sell this from my Depop for a much cheaper price. I always let people do that on Whatnot. So again, you guys, if you're not on Whatnot, like seriously, get on there. It's so much fun. It's full of giveaways, cheap stuff. It's a blast. If nothing else, if you're bored, it's great background noise. You don't even have to buy anything. You can use the code in my description to sign up and get $15 off your first purchase. What a great deal. So basically, I really want to show you guys still what I got, but we desperately need to take Michi outside like right now, so I'll come back. All right, y'all, I changed into some cozy clothes and we took Michi out, and I still want to show you guys what I bought earlier today, but I also wanted to share, I just sold a bundle on Depop. How exciting is that? And remember what I said this morning? Morbid threads, you guys. I swear to God. These lasted, what, like a day? I listed these like yesterday. $25. I mean, think about it. This shit's really rare. Like most people like wear this stuff probably until it's unwearable and then they toss it. So I mean, I'm sure it's super rare. But yeah, 25 bucks. These sold. Hallelujah. They're awesomely cute. I mean, I get it. But yeah, like I was literally just talking about this with you guys. And they bundled it with this Twilight shirt, which I showed off in my last thrift video briefly. I know, I was like, found this bag, here's this shirt. This one sold for 30 bucks. So good bundle. And now I'm finally gonna show you guys what the hell I got at TJ Maxx. Okay, so this is gonna be to sell probably on Cyber Monday. This is like a bundle of Betsy Johnson socks, and they look really, really cute. There's like a hot pink one, a stripey one. That was like $7. I got this to give to my parents for Christmas because my childhood dog was a wiener dog and my parents were like obsessed with it. And even though she sadly has passed, they still like wiener dog stuff, so I thought I'd get that for them because they'll like it. I also got these Hello Kitty eye gels that I'm gonna sell because Niko actually got these for me for a gift like last year because I really, really wanted them, and they do come in really handy. These were $5. I thought this would be a cool gifty thing to have in the raid train thing. And I had to get these, you guys. They're just silly. The box is hilarious. These little pig blemish patch things. These were $4, so it was like pretty cheap. I'm either gonna put that in like a goodie bag scenario, like the Daiso bundles that I'm making, or something like that. Oh my god, I bought 2 of these? I don't even remember doing that. I bought 2 of these. I am selling both of them, I guess. Okay. This I picked up literally because this morning while I was doing my makeup, you guys, I was struggling so hard actually, and I just didn't even want to talk about it because I knew that the one was low, so I had the second one, but now they're both low. So I literally was like struggling so hard to make these little points that I make on my eyes, and I bought this at TJ Maxx on a whim. I'm usually so picky about what makeup I use, so I mean that's like saying a lot actually that I just decided to buy this. I was desperate, but it was $4, and the brand is called Billion Dollar Beauty. And and it doesn't suck. Like as you can see, I fixed it and now it looks a lot better. So, you know, it doesn't suck. Could be a lot worse. That was just a desperation purchase. And then if you guys remember, I have talked about this brand of candles before, and this is one of my favorite scents, the Luxe Linen. When I tell you guys, like, these make your room smell so dreamy. They had 3. They had 3 of them, and they were only $10 each. And I am seriously obsessed with these candles. Like, good Lord. I just can't even tell you how dreamy they are. But literally, like, if you go on Amazon, these candles are like 30 bucks. Like, and I thought Amazon's supposed to be cheap. Like, TJ Maxx is where it's at, I'm saying. So, okay, so that's everything I got from there. I think I spent like $76, like I said. So yeah, not bad. So I also wanted to show you guys that I did end up getting this manga eyeshadow palette in TJ Maxx, which I know I showed off briefly while we were in there, but when I was doing the haul, this accidentally ended up in the Daiso bag, so I didn't see it. But this was $13, and the reason I got this is because I'm in an anime raid train hosted by Yukasaur, and I thought this would be the perfect thing to give away, obviously, because anybody can use an eyeshadow palette. So this will either be one of my main giveaways in that show, which I'm doing a Fooly Cooly theme because that is the only anime that I have ever truly liked. I used to have it like on DVD and stuff, and I wish I still did, but I've also had like the soundtrack to that anime and everything. I used to be super duper into it, and I was into it when I was like really little, like in high school. I remember watching it on like Adult Swim at my friend's house because I didn't even have cable, but she did, and I just loved it. So I thought this was a really good thing to give away because it's super on theme, and again, anybody can use it. Doesn't have to be a certain size or anything. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that anime raid train, make sure you bookmark that show. It's already posted on my whatnot. So yeah, it should be a fun time. And now it's time to show you guys. Look at this. This is everything I got at Buffalo Exchange. At first, I was finding nothing. At first, I was like, damn, this is another one of those days where like there's just nothing in here for me. But then it started just like raining stuff. It was raining things. So I'm just gonna grab whatever's on top first. But basically, all of this stuff is to sell. I'm not keeping any of this stuff actually. And my total, so they're doing a deal right now where like if you come in after 5 o'clock and you spend over $50, you get $10 off. So after that, I actually spent $97, and that's all trade. I used trade. I didn't spend any real money, and I still have like $200 left. So that's super cool. So this is what I got, but keep in mind the prices, they're just trade. Not real money that I paid, and the prices aren't even bad. So this is a widow dress from Doll's Kill. Oh my god, whoops. I thought that was the strap, but it was like a piece of the cord. This is a little widow dress that has like a cute little tutu-y bottom, and it's really pretty. This was only $19.50. It's a size small. There's a very high chance that I'm going to put this in my Cyber Monday show starting at $10. So yeah, I don't know when this video is coming out, but if it's already happened for some reason by the time this comes out, I'll put what it's sold for on the screen. And next I grabbed this because it's gothy and it's new with tags. So I feel like, you know, some people are kind of weird about gifting pre-loved stuff. So I really wanted to make sure that this Cyber Monday show has stuff that's brand new in it too, which is why I went to like TJ Maxx and Daiso. I want to have a good mix of things so everybody can like get something, especially because it's Christmas time. So this was originally from Hot Topic. It retailed $36, and I paid, I think, like $18 in trade. But it's like this really crazy long kimono, and it has skulls in the lace. And the entire thing is that pattern. It's like skulls and roses. And this could fit a ton of different sizes. That's the other reason I got this. It says it's a size 2/3. I don't know if that means plus size or small, honestly, because this thing, like, it gets big if you want it to. So I really like that aspect because, again, a lot of different people could bid on it. So that's something else I'll probably start at 10 bucks in Cyber Monday. And this one I also got because it's very sweet and dainty. It's from Victoria's Secret, so that adds up, but it also is kind of gothy. It's got that velvet, and it has that little bow in the middle, the crisscrossing. And again, this one, totally new, brand new. So this also you could really definitely gift somebody if you know them well. This one's a size medium. But yeah, she is gorgeous. And then this, you guys, I know especially on Whatnot, everybody is pretty like aware of this brand and we love it on there. But it's this Salvage brand. And this one I got for only $17.50. And these dresses are so well constructed, I swear to God. Like they're so cool. This is the second dress from this brand I've had now. And I haven't seen one this color. This one's kind of like a gray and purple combo. But yeah, it has like these crazy like buckles and things. Lots of like corset detail and just like mesh. Like there's like a lot of different like textures going on here too. So yeah, these are just super cool. This one's a size small. I don't know which show I'm gonna put this in or if I'm gonna list it or what, honestly. But I'm gonna sell it for sure because that color is not gonna look good on me. And then I also decided this would be a cool thing to have because I didn't see any online when I looked. I guess I only checked Depop, so who knows, but I don't care. This is a size large on bottom. This is the Bratz Dolls Kill track set, but then up top it's extra large. So I mean, pretty close, you know, close enough. But yeah, that is cool because this is like really, really cozy. It has all the little glitter details on there. So yeah, that's a good one. That's like also a cozy, cute thing. Even though it's not new with tags, like I think it'd make a great gift. And then last but not least, I got these insane lip service bondage pants. These are so cool. Like what? These are so dope. Like, and there's like corset ribboning like going all the way down, so you can kind of like keep them a little more wide at the bottom or you can make them super skinny. I love that it has these like buckle details and then it has a belt as well. These were $28.50, which actually, you know, for Buffalo Exchange, like kind of a higher price, but not bad at all for lip service. So obviously I had to get these, and I feel like right now on video isn't really doing them justice how cool they are, but like somebody needs these and I am happy to give them to them. So yeah, that concludes the day. Ugh, it's 10:53. We gotta go to the bins in the morning. So I really need to like try to get sleepy like ASAP. I already took my gummy thing and I'm like starting to maybe get a little tired, but I shouldn't have had the second coffee. But then again, I should have because it literally kept me going the rest of the day. So I mean, honestly, no regrets there. I don't know. Basically, after a Whatnot show, I think that's the real problem is after a Whatnot show, I have so much adrenaline surging through my body, especially if it's a really good show. Like tonight went way better than I thought it would with what I had. Like it was just band tees and like some Y2K pieces. But then people were asking for stuff for my Depop and then money started kind of accumulating. So I was expecting to not make much tonight. So that also brings me a ton of adrenaline because I'm like, I'm looking for like $100 and then I end up making like 300. And then I'm like, woohoo, you know, like it's so exciting because you really never know how a show is gonna go on there unless it's like heavily advertised, which when you have these little shows like I do, like this one, it's like I don't even really put in a lot of effort advertising. This one I didn't even make a YouTube community post about. I didn't post a link to it on my Instagram. I really half-assed the shit out of this one. You know, some of them it's like if you put your heart and soul into them, they go off flawlessly and you do make a ton of money because you worked really hard on it. But also it's like you need time to make those things pop off like that. Like you need time to advertise and you need time to like have your store loaded, because the longer it's loaded, the faster people can put pre-bids in, the faster they can put bell notifications on. So it's really important to like think about those things when you want to have a really successful show. But yeah, stuff like this, I'm like, it's probably gonna be pretty like sleepy in there. Like maybe I'll sell a few things, but I wasn't expecting it to go so well. So I am super happy. Thank you guys. If any of you were there, thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, I need to like at least lay down and try to go to sleep. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and I will see you again hopefully soon. Okay, goodbye.